Back to Canberra now. Here's Angus Taylor, the Shadow Treasurer.
They deal with the challenges that Australian households and businesses are facing. Challenges with rising cost of living and rising cost of doing businesses. It's also a test of whether or not they create the platform for longer-term growth for the economy. A fast-growing, prosperous economy where there's opportunities for all. Now, Labor made a lot of promises at the last election. And this budget is a test of whether they have a clear and comprehensive plan to deliver on those promises and to deliver on the challenges that Australians are facing right here and right now. So far, I have to say, what we've seen has been disappointing. So far, what we've seen is that in the budget, there will be a deteriorating jobs market, a deteriorating economy, a deteriorating deficit, no material gains in real wages in this term in government, and we know Labor is walking away from their promise to reduce electricity bills. All Australians want to see a clear and comprehensive plan to deal with those pressures they're facing and to consolidate the position that Labor inherited. We want to see a successful budget. But ultimately, the test for Labor is whether they have that clear and comprehensive plan to deal with those pressures Australians are facing. Happy to take questions.
You see this morning the idea of a housing plan, talk about the new houses. How important is that and how early should that be rolled out?
Look, there's no question. We all want to see more housing across Australia. There has been a shortage of housing and we want to see more. And much of this lies with state governments, but there's a role that federal governments can play and we certainly want to see it. I know in my own electorate we want to continue to see housing growth. It's been an important source of jobs and opportunity for Australians, but it's also important for young Australians to be able to get access to a home. What we don't want to see is people's superannuation being used for pet projects. That we don't want to see. Superannuation is there for people's retirement, a nest egg that they can rely on so that they can have a prosperous retirement, and we don't want to see governments using that money as though it is theirs for their pet projects.
Yes, it's hard.
So say that again.
It's hard. It's like, who's responsible for that?
Well, we should look at...
OK, we will leave it there. That's the Shadow Treasurer Angus Taylor off the back of the Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers. All happening here on Budget Morning.